Hi, and welcome to the Illegal Amigo presents SkankFest Vegas Revisited. This is the fighter and the kid plus stand up on the spot. This is the Brendan Schaub episode, you might say, and we're going to do these back to back for the most part. So hopefully you'll stick with me. It's going to be a longie, so I'm not going to spare much words, but to say if you want to sync up and for a watch along, the links will be in the description below, and you can get another device or open another tab and sync the audios and what have you as best to your ability and enjoy, or simply enjoy the way I discuss the podcast at hand. And we will start to commensurate here as soon as I get this handy iPad 11-inch iPad Pro, that is to say. Here we go. And prepare to play in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, T-Fat Cave Army?
Okay, so I do not watch this show typically, so I'm curious to see how this works out. This was a very, very anticipated event at Legion of Skank. Sorry, at SkankFest. It was rumored to be canceled. If you were to watch the Legion of Skanks with Joe DeRosa and Ari Shafir from that weekend, they even mentioned the fact that Brendan Schaub and Brian Kellen may not have been able to arrive to Vegas. There was a lot of people who unfortunately were unable to, such as El Shano Gilliso. He taught in Spain, so he knows what that means. No. Yeah, these fellas were rumored to be no shows. They showed, and unfortunately, I was at maybe some. I think I might have been at the Philly show, the Philly's Best or something like that. That was fun. I do love Philly comedy. So let's see here. I like Brian Callen's kind of funny way of talking. I don't know what really to call it, but it's like he's trying to make sentences more sensual than they need to be. Like, and it felt really good.
Please enjoy this very special episode.
So yeah, this is pretty interesting. So I guess there was a quote unquote alleged podcast beef between these factions.
This is really the fighter and the kid.
And I don't really. I think it's just rumor mill stuff because Legion of Skanks makes fun of everything, so their irreverence made them obviously make fun of the Brendan Schaub situation when it was occurring. All of the situations, you might even say. And they mock him for not being like a stand-up comedian or whatever. He's a celebrity stand-up comedian, according to them, or according to anybody who was in that like kind of circle of belief in comedy. There's a certain, I guess, what do they call it, inside baseball type of thing where they people openly mock people like Brendan Schaub for not being hard-nosed comedians, stand-up only, stand-up first. Let's see here. There we go.
All right, anyway. That's all I got.
I like your cashmere sweater.
Yeah, I'm the only one wearing cashmere.
I'm the only one wearing
Sorry,
cashmere.
everyone.
Yeah.
Some whiskey, please. Thanks very much.
Hey, B, can we bring out our guest? We got some special guests.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Let's just cut to it. Let's get to it, huh?
All right, let's bring him out.
I'm so curious to see how this works out.
SkankFest crew know these boys. It is
The SkankFest crew. That's us. We're not the Skanks by any means. No.
The King Gomez, the Great Dave Smith, and of course, Big J.
Big J already has an adjective at the beginning of his name, so they didn't add one. That's fun.
The coveted back angle.
This is incredible. I'm so excited. I can't believe Lewis Schaub on stage.
Woo!
On stage.
So this will be, like I said, another event that I didn't go, but not out of lack of interest or anything like that. This one I just didn't know was occurring. I thought they had canceled it.
He's so much bigger than you guys realize. Holy shit. God
Feels
damn
like
it,
it's
dude.
granite.
It's so much easier to talk shit on the internet. Oh my god, this guy's great in person. Holy fuck.
I like that. What is his name? Crack Amico wrote a song making fun of him, calling him Brendan Schaub. I like the Schwab. Even though it's not much of a diss, it's pretty funny to say Schwab. What up, Brendan Schwab? Call him Brandon. I know Brendans and Brandons don't like being called one another's names, as I mentioned before.
I'm working with you got them old balls though. I got some old balls though.
I thought Brendan was usually spelled Brenden, but his is, I think, spelled Brendan with an AN at the end, if I'm not mistaken. But I could have that wrong.
All the way up anymore. It just goes straight
Brendan Schwab.
like a, it's kind of like it's lazy. It's like I'm not gonna go. And its nose looks like a great white shark. It is shit, man.
Shout out Crack Amico and Zach Amico. And and Hiei the Amico, something like that. Hiei the Amico.
And then I think it's Ari.
Yeah, how much money she's losing by doing this?
And then I think Ari Shafir is going to judge it as well. And Ari's got
Ari Shafir, you know that he's queer. He's filled with draft beer.
This is the way to do it. You guys went over the SkankFest round. Go do the fucking naked roast right now.
Naked roast ruled.
Manipulative tactic that was, Lewis. You want people to like you get naked. Take your clothes off. I'm going to rape Brendan Schaub. Get your clothes off.
Yeah, I'll tell you, no, Naked Roast Battle did rule pretty hard. I couldn't tell you who performed what per se, but I do know that Zach Amico, Karen Feehan, Chris from Brooklyn, and I do not remember the porn star's name, but and the porn star were the Naked Roast, the host and the roast battle judges, and that was a lot of fun. Zach Amico allowed people to staple money to him. That was great. And he put a rat trap on his member, on his most sensitive male area.
It's a new Lewis. I'm talking underwear for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'm talking straight up draws, baby.
And at the end of every day, I'm wringing them out and fucking flinging them in the audience. Hey, we're supposed to be trashing Brendan Schaub. What's going on right now? Ridiculous. Won them, and they realized better than he is better. Not at all.
Oh man.
One thing I realized is everyone I told. Yeah.
You guys need to hug it out. Have hugs. Do hugs, not drugs.
Yeah. And this is it.
Dude, what you built is fucking insane.
Yeah,
I bow down to you, man. Like it's an honor.
that's right. You should bow down to me, bitch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Are you out of your goddamn mind, Lewis?
Shut up, dude.
Lewis, take the olive branch, you lunatic. Tell you what, let me control Lewis's mic. Just throw him in a headlock and then watch what happens. What'll happen is Schaub will just go like this and start giggling, and then it'll be a disaster.
Lewis, we do not have your back.
They used to host a thing called Hammer Fisting, and man, would that come to true to life. That is to say, Dave and Lewis had a show called Hammer Fisting. I think it was about fisting each other with hammers while holding hammers. You see, you hold the hammer and then you fist.
Lewis, let me explain to you why we couldn't. Because I am immediately fighting on Brendan's side. Okay? I am right away. I'm jumping right over.
2-on-2.
Lewis,
We're fucked.
he's gonna be faggot. It's gonna be a movie where he levels you and then
If Brendan Schaub had a job with the mob. Then they call him Brendan Schaub. I don't know. I had to resort back to the thing that made me laugh in the first place, is just calling him Schwab. It's very juvenile, to be honest. But then again, the entire humor that is SkankFest is pretty juvenile, so there you are. Alright, these dudes gonna like do anything besides exchange platitudes though? I hope I didn't tune in for like a suckfest, a man on man suckfest. No, you guys are great. No, you guys are great. Oh man, we're not so great. I don't know, man. We're pretty crappy. Oh man, we're both crazy. Oh man, so are we. Big J fake laugh at stuff makes me sick. Let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna do a little slouching if y'all don't mind for a moment. Oh, relax and listen to this, dig in on this.
That's what they were saying. They thought it was a whole fucking ruse. And then Brendan was here at 2 o'clock, getting fucking down all day. Getting down all day.
I hope I didn't do the thing where I slouch a little bit and then I fall asleep now on you. That'd be messed up.
They're fucking great. They're really nice.
Like I said, quit exchanging platitudes. Yeah, that's true though. I'll say that the people who doubt the greatness of SkankFest doubt it for all the wrong reasons and really don't understand its uniquity. Let's say the uniquity of its power. SkankFest on that ass though. I can't wait till next year already. Like I said, this is these videos being the last few videos I'm recording has made me, pretty nostalgic for the whole thing, and being that I'm wrapping it up, it's kind of like putting it to bed till next year. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, it's enough Skank festeries. But like I said, they had only just released the third live from SkankFest Legion of Skanks like about a few days ago. So it's like it's lined up pretty well the way that this has turned out. I think I've really enjoyed it. Hope you have too. Whether you were there yourself or you, didn't find a way or didn't find a way to observe it. Maybe you're catching up on these podcasts as well. I think it's fun to share these things, especially from a perspective of somebody who was there, and I had, like I said, a very I would say kind of like perspective altering experience, because I had been kind of down in the dumps a little bit before winning that contest and getting those tickets. So having something good happen like that really, and then spending the time with my cousin and things like that really meant a lot to me. And like I said, doing these videos has been a fun way to relive it and make it last a little longer, I guess. Just a little bit longer. Oh, here we go. Brendan Callen getting all sensual again. We get on top of each other, men, wrestling, Jiu-jits for your tits. I'll jiu-jits your tits off. Ritz off, kits off. I don't know. Boris von Kitsoff. Dancing friend. The Snoopy Diggity Dogger. Dig Dog Dig. I think that's his full name now. Snoopy Diggity Dogger Dig Dog Dig. Dig Dog. I forgot the Dig Dug the first time. You gotta carry the Dig Dug minus the Dig Dog Dig. Move over, little dog. The big old dog's moving in. That must suck. Having your body go out on you by getting socked up in the gut, the liver shot. Yeah, this show's got no gas. I don't know. Maybe I didn't miss anything by not attending this. I was gonna. So I was like, combining this with the stand up on the spot episode to kind of condense and to also see what the effect of doing a longer form video would be. But yeah, nobody's doing nothing, and I'm hoping Brendan Schaub's appearances aren't as I don't know, inflated or what would you call it, like overestimated or overrated even. But yeah, he's because I heard mostly good things about in terms of feedback, but maybe people just kind of like the fact that they showed up, and that's like kind of cool of them to show up, even though Brian Callen's funny. I've seen him do stand up. So I'm curious to see how the Jeremiah Watkins stand up on the spot is handled with Brendan Schaub in the mix. Oh yeah. So see, guys, the funny thing is with the funniness, that means, oh, as my cousin Kyle loves to say, oh, since the joke has to be explained, that makes it hilarious. Oh, jujits. Jujits time, baby.
Over there.
Are they wrestling?
Yeah. Yeah, Lewis's last name should be Haga Waga Haga Maga.
Ooh, waka do.
This is great. All right. Lewis is already complaining. Hands seems to be ready. Hug before the fight. How gay is that? You hug hands. I was doing like an Anderson Silva man. Yeah, bro. Seems to be on point already.
Actually, I like this better like that.
It's a hand crowd, everybody.
Oh yeah. They getting handy with it. Man. They're still having fun.
You're not fighting hand, Lewis. You've now attacked arm. By the way, Dave was kind of lazy with that slap. Yes. That's how easy it is for a hand to beat Lewis. It's so hard to beat hand. Hand just toys with Lewis. You were looking for something in the dark. That's like a fucking ninja. When's the last time you guys did that? We do it twice a week. Listen, okay, I'm 40 years old. We did this once at when we were, I'm 20. Did this so
Doing that hand jive. They was doing that hand jive, baby. They were like that combination of Han Solo and Jabba the Hutt from Syphil and Ollie. His name was Han Jabba. Get it? Han Jabba? No, it's Han Jabba. Sliggity slice you up before I dice you up. I sliggity slice you up before I dice you up. And we ain't got no love for hoes. So just chill till the next episode. I think it's a Snoop diggity dogger dog dig dog dig dig dog song.
Brendan, why are you such a fucking sweetheart? Why does everyone hate you so much?
I know.
What is wrong with you people? He couldn't be any nicer.
Oh yeah, that's what you want in somebody who's supposed to be a stand-up comedian, a nice guy. And I don't think that's not something that the Skanks would value. I think in the way that he thought it was. It's like you Skanks would love the fact that he does charity, right? That's what is his name? Jim Norton, I believe, is the one who I've heard says that to say somebody's a great guy is a cop out. It means that they're not, like in comedy. It means that he's not funny. You know, they'd be, oh man, he's a genius, or he's hilarious, or they'd say something like that if they thought they were funny. But if they just if they think they're not that funny or untalented or whatever, it'd be like, oh him, yeah, he's a great guy, great guy, him. I see, is that a decent Jim Norton? Yeah, great guy, him. Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah. Mm. yeah, we used to work together in Jersey. You know, great guy, great. What about a stand-up? You know, he's a great guy. You know, I'm almost doing Colin Quinn almost to some extent too. Generic East Coast voice, eh? I'm just chipping you, babe. I never figured out if Chip Chipperson ended or if it just stopped being made or what happened there, but I was always curious about that. I do forget about it here and there, so I might look into that here soon. Search for the Chipper. But no, I thought I was subscribed to it, so anything that would have came out, I would have gotten like probably on like you know, YouTube feed or something. Now, what are these nerds talking about? Well, I'm glad I decided to watch this with y'all on a video here, because otherwise I would have not gotten past the first 20 minutes probably. I hope I've been able to keep it interesting for you, and you've enjoyed experiencing it with me as well.
No, my thing is, I almost thinking this way worse.
This SkankFest is this beautiful thing, baby. It's so sensual. Yeah, man. I mean, he's not wrong. It's just such a lame way to quantify it. Like, it is a very, I don't know, loving atmosphere in its own way. It's very friendly and inviting. Don't get me wrong. I think the availability of there being fighting events and stuff like that definitely helps alleviate that tension of people maybe desiring violent encounters and stuff like that, or being attracted to violent encounters. Shout out to the homeboy Zeth, I believe his name was. He won a couple events at last year's SkankFest and this year's SkankFest as well. He was a two-time SkankFest champion, you might say. Yeah, he reminded me of a little powder keg of a fella. He seemed like the fact that he got to come to SkankFest and whoop some ass probably makes him a better fella the rest of the year. Hope we went to Carnival of Combat. That'd be pretty sweet.
You're what? What? I'm hippie. Why? Just a little hippie. You're the only guy I know who gets away with crossing his hair.
Thank you.
Am I right? He actually gets away with it.
He gets away with it. What a weird way to say it.
It's worse. You know what? It does. It comes from the tip. It is color at some point. I put in it. Yeah.
When you sit down in the barbecue, go.
Well, Brian, to be fair, Jay loves frosting the bowl type.
Oh man,
That's like one of
I
his
got
favorite,
something
like,
for frosting on it right now.
Yeah, on my cake. He does get away with it. We try so hard to not let
Yeah,
him. He does
that's what they mean. He keeps squirming away when they try to change his hair.
By the way, you're not talking to anyone here. You're just like
Corey Hart. Like, I wear my sunglasses at night, so
Corey. I like when you Dick Hilgerson, an unrealized life.
You're so very sexy. You know, your hair is so sexy, Big J. Very sensual, Brian Callen. Yeah. Yeah. Too bad that's not an impression that anybody give two hot shits about. Otherwise, I'd continue to learn to try to do it because it is fun to do.
Yeah, I could dress like this in 99. It was all hip hop, dog. See, Jay dresses so uncool. You dress too cool. So the way you dress sucks, and the way you dress, like, if you're in the middle, like a Dave Smith or a Brian Callen.
Man, they're just doing like the Skank Greatest Hits with the fighter and the kid. Everybody on stage likes each other. It's nice. Everybody's nice instead of being funny. Yeah, this might be the worst podcast I've watched in this Skankfest Revisited. Hmm.
Oh my God.
I mean, everybody's talking. There's some jokes being made or volleyed, at least.
I don't approve of what happened.
But I guess I stink too. All I'm doing is reviewing it, so whatever.
Dog whistle. Dog whistle.
Some of the women are attractive here. Yeah.
That is really. Yes, SkankFest gets hotter and hotter every year.
Yeah, show does, baby.
You're all ugly people. Everyone gets fatter and the space gets smaller.
Yeah, baby. You get to dooba dooba, baby, in the desert, baby.
don't say this shit is pretty hot.
Dirty desert mugs.
Fucking Schaub's not trying to walk into his truck and say that much.
Hmm.
Is that Mo Dix?
And I do have a new truck.
You have a new truck, dude. You ain't walking this shit to your truck. That's for real, dude. You're fucking baby and looking her in the rear view.
Brendan Schaub, ancient enemy of man.
guys regular?
No, she wanted. So she's wearing a golden ticket because she won a contest. She queefed on command. She just.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Queef monkey, that funky monkey, queef monkey junkie, that funky monkey. Man, shout out to the queef monkeys out there. All you little queef monkeys queefing it up, queefing it down, queefing all around. Queef free.
Your parents, like, how'd you get the gold pass?
You're a woman, hear you roar. Queefing too loud to ignore. Queef free, baby. Go on now. Queef it on.
She didn't ask how or
And queef it out,
You couldn't
baby.
tell her. She was proud of your mother. You couldn't tell her that it was queefing and dunking a basketball. Also, when you hear
Oh, it'd be money, funny. It'd be money. It'd be money, and it'd be funny if her queef could propel the basketball for like a high arcing 3-pointer. Well, bang it like a just like a like a t-shirt cannon. Foom.
But attractive, so fuck you, Jay.
Oh, hey, welcome, Ex Machina.
Uh-huh.
You guys. That's how he gets away with the frosted tip. Yeah.
There you go.
Quick.
He a funny guy, that big yay, also nice, oh hilarious. Hey, this is muy cool, muy cool. ¿Sabes qué? Big Yay Okerson tells the jokes and make me laugh so much. Sometimes he sits on his stool and talks to the audience. I don't know why the intern French. It was a little weird.
These two will swing. It will be crazy shit. Oh yeah, swingers. They send me DMs all the time. They're like, please fuck my wife, please, if you could. Wow. This guy regularly asks me to fuck his wife.
Yeah, that's odd. But I don't know what the appeal of having Lewis bang your broad is really. Tag teaming or something would be fun, I suppose, but the idea like, oh dude, you like rule, take my bitch, that rules. I don't know. Cucking ain't easy, I guess.
Get on your body, my friend. Congratulations.
Buck, you're
All right, hold on.
cuck.
If we trade out Dave, with me, this guy, and Jay take Schaub. I think me, this guy, and the fucking black belt. Come on, hold on. But wait.
Oh wow.
Might be a problem. Say, can I make a
But you're
pontification?
forgetting one thing, Lewis.
Brian, rubbing your shoulders. I'll give you a rub down, Lewis. It'll be very sensual. Yeah.
Hit your ladies, fellas.
Yeah, no es bueno.
You gotta show them what's what. Could do
I don't know.
worse than doing. Gotta show them what. That doesn't answer. That doesn't raise any questions. That you armbar your wife. No one's ever like, what happened to your eye? You're like, oh, I got bar. I just
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I think rear naked choking your wife.
You gotta get
out should be
hip control. Get their back.
unpopular maybe, but and don't.
Breathe heavily into that air. Very. It's all very sensual. Yeah.
No one takes a woman to control what turns me on. All right. But I will say,
Brian, Callan, Brendan, Schaub. They have a show called The Fighter and the Kid. They did an episode with Legion of Skanks and nobody was funny. Oh jeez, shook ice. Don't forget about the fight. Oh yeah, that's actually might be going on right now or tomorrow or something. I think it's yeah, it's this weekend. So I believe tonight and tomorrow are the days. Yeah, the Who's Your Daddy fight. I've talked about this a few times, but that really cracks me up. What a great concept for a gimmick fight or novelty fight. Sound like Terry Funk as like when they do the bonfire impression. You gotta eat a bucket of scorpions if you lose the match. Terry Funk is the man, though.
From Rockland County, everyone called you the N-word. Stop it. And you know what?
Who dog?
That's what a sign of what a great neighborhood you live in. They thought you were the black guy. They did.
Yeah, and then tell him how his mom and dad were, how they're dead. Louis J. Gomez, the Batman of podcast.
Live long for what, dude?
Oh, he wishes Joe Chill was the one who took out his dad.
This is how stupid libertarianism is. Brendan Schaub agrees with it.
It always cracks me up when they do almost a silly version of Batman's origin story. Like it's legitimate. It's supposed to be taken seriously, but like it'll just be like, give me your wallet and money, folks, and nobody gets hurt. And they're like, well, now listen, son, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, Pap, Pap, and it's like, oh, and they just fall over. It's always like if they give like a silly noise when they get shot or before they get shot. It's kind of messed up. Kind of takes the piss out of the whole thing. All right, what are these goons up to now?
Brendan, turn your shoulders. Cross the mug. Hold on.
He's sitting. You can't wait that hard. Wait. Stop. Brendan, you have to see through the target. Yes. You're punching through the target. I'm sweating now. I'm so
What are they
I
doing?
think if you hit Lewis here, he shuts off.
Oh,
As long as he doesn't use his karate, we'll be okay.
Let's see, dude. He's sitting down. I'm saying you can hit this.
you gotta
Lewis,
dance.
you gotta box. You're gonna get a Charlie.
No, dude. A punch in the arm, dude. Whatever. Brendan's gay, dude. How about that?
Oh, Jesus.
Brendan's gay. Keep your arm close to your body. Dude, I bet you Brendan punches like a bitch. Oh, you missed me and punched me in my rib. Arm? Oh my God, it was like the JFK bullet.
It's skidded across his body.
He hit me twice, you piece of shit. It was so meaty.
God, you beat him last night.
That doesn't feel good.
Remember, I didn't want to do this.
It's never your idea, huh? Lewis, will you come? Brendan offered. He said, I'm training tomorrow morning with will you come and train with tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'm down. What time on the bus play?
Wait, you're what?
I see you bus football. I know you're
Football, dude. Football? Yeah.
I'll tell you this. He grabbed Michael Rappaport in the hallway.
Man,
Michael was like, I want to see what you got. And Brendan goes,
that's crazy.
He goes, I don't know. And he puts you in a headlock. And Brendan goes, oh, I've never seen
Michael Rappaport couldn't even put down Ari Shaffir. What's he got business asking UFC dude? What's he got?
Grabbed Michael and he went like that and he broke his rib.
Yowza.
Yeah, he went, God, and Michael went, oh, my rib. Oh no. And he broke his rib. You accidentally broke his rib. Yes, and no, he's also a far left side.
What a frail glass of a man.
We love Michael, but we love him. I love him, but chill
I
out.
can't believe Ari Shaffir let him bitch slap him. I might have said that incorrectly, but I think you know what I mean.
All the way here, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, but do Ari and Rappaport not like each other?
No, Michael Rappaport punched Ari in the face twice.
Oh, did he punch him? I thought he bitch slapped him.
Slap.
Oh, he slapped him.
Let me tell you a little story about a Jew who turned the other cheek.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like Moses
One
himself.
of them was the God of men, and the other is president of the Legion of Skanks Project.
Yeah, the president of the Legion of Skanks. I don't know that he
Oh, I think Ari did.
turned the other cheek so much as wasn't phased by it.
That would be my, if I had to guess.
Wait, was it Joe? It might have been the Kobe. No, I didn't know.
Like, what, that all you got, you old man?
No, I think Rappaport started trashing Ari for the Kobe thing, and then Ari got really personal with Rappaport.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
No, I think it was his wife. It was about he has like stalking charges and shit, like Rappaport and stuff. He started calling out like harassing women and shit.
Real ass dude of the week.
I'll see you guys later.
That Michael Rappaport is a real ass dude. He got a bad attitude. One might feel he's rude. He's a real ass dude. Wah da da da.
I want everybody to get along. I like them both.
He got this old accusation that came up again. What? The engine's working? Okay, I'm back on my plane. See you guys later. One of my favorite things. I'm going. One of my favorite things that was when Shane was hanging.
Man, they have to do a lot of like they had to do a lot of like silly physical things in this episode to get any kind of interest or to get the crowd into any of it.
And it was on site, dude. He showed up and came right up to Hargan.
Fair point.
I will say, it's
fair point by Rap.
I do have a weird amount of respect when celebrities are willing to just throw down.
I mean, I personally have had to stop Rap from fighting. I didn't even know we were doing a movie. I'm an actor. And we, doesn't matter.
I was doing a movie. I'm an actor.
So fine. It's only 40 minutes. But I do drama as well. But I'll talk about my stage experience a little bit later. You guys have a minute? So,
Oh, Brian Callen, I bet you trot the boards quite incessantly. I was gonna say consistently at first, but I thought incessantly would be a little more rude.
He was pretty comfy to me. I don't know Rapidu that much, but it's like, look.
I mean, we have a timeshare in Tahoe, but other than that, and we practice Muay Thai together. His low kicks are stupid.
So here I'm hanging out with Mike.
Anyway, no, but this guy just kept getting in his face, but kind of getting a little obnoxious and asking for pictures. And Rap out of fucking nowhere.
Man, this story is going nowhere there, buddy.
How big was the guy he was going at?
Fucking, he was 6'8". Yeah, he was actually not. It wasn't a guy. It was a girl, but still.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was very scary.
The story holds.
So mad, you guys.
Guys, the story holds. The story holds.
Made the story up for the podcast, but the thing is, no, true story.
Has anyone ever tried fighting you? You talk a lot. I don't know. You talk a lot of shit about it. Let's see or just.
Yeah, I mean, I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're the only one. You're the only one.
Heard the love?
Oh yeah, Ric Flair would have fake fought Lewis had he been given the opportune.
How many of my friends have tried to fight you? Just Kurt Metzger, Kim Congdon. Every finger you put out, that arm is rattled still. Well, I can't actually move this finger. There's some sort of nerve damage that's going on right now.
I'm a terrible roaster. I could never roast. I would do that battle. I wouldn't even know how to start. It's the only time I draw a blank.
It's not
so
your thing.
fucking
It's
sweet,
the one
guys.
thing. Brian's been doing comedy for a hot second, but when it comes to like being mean and roasting,
I can't do it.
your thing.
Can't be mean.
No, you can be mean.
Yeah, Brian Callen doing roast jokes would be like, yeah, exactly. See it? Yeah, he'd say something. You got very smooth skin. I'd like to nuzzle on, Lewis. That's how I roast you. Yeah, but doing anti-comedy roasting is a thing, but nevertheless, it does typically stink.
All right, fine. The snake Robertson. Well, good thing we brought him. Jake, come on now.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
He's like a right-wing, like gay troll, dude. He's hilarious.
I love to see many of the old like war-torn wrestlers like Scott Hall and Jake the Snake and them. I mean, I know some of those folks are dead and stuff, but the idea of somebody like that being at SkankFest doing their stand-up comedy and then I don't know DDTing or whatever Lewis on the Legion of Skanks episode. What do you want me to DDT him?
About all of us, yeah. And then I saw him at a comedy club once, and then I just saw Red, dude. I started talking shit to him. But he was
The idea of doing a pile driver to Lewis is pretty funny. The idea of him kicking his little legs like he's Andy Kaufman.
fuck you, Hank.
I mean, not little legs. I think he has thickies. They keep saying he has gams. No.
Crossed the line where he was like, back then throwing milkshakes on people was like a big thing, like on right wingers.
Mhm.
And he was like,
Oh yeah, that's right. The throwing milkshakes thing was fashionable for a while. That is really funny. Yeah, that Milo Yiannopoulos stuff came and went pretty quickly. I'm kind of glad for it. It was very of a time. You know what I mean? I think it won't be looked at very much by people outside of those who, like, I guess it was affected or had engaged in it, you know, watched it, stuff like that. So, I mean, my concept of it is going to just be, oh yeah, that guy that was on Legion of Skanks in a couple of years watch. I bet I don't remember much about him aside from that. Although I did watch a bunch of stuff he did earlier, and that stuff is pretty funny. I find him to be more like just a little prick more than anything else. Like people have a lot of problems with what he says and does, but I don't know. I don't take any of that stuff too seriously. Being a infotainer or a pundit type or whatever is designed to be, you know, exaggeratory or hyperbolic in language.
they're like, it's about their lives. And they're fucking going at each other. I see you care about
Oh boy.
too. My shit's just smarter.
Yeah. But Dave, were you in the debate club?
No. Really? No. No, Dave was like he was an idiot kid. He was like a fucking burnout, like fucking stuff.
I was telling me there's a chance. I was
That
not
Dave
good
Smith was an idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
I was a pothead and a fuck up, and I did enough school.
But libertarianism made me smart.
And then I still got because I didn't calibrate. Right?
I think people just associate his politics with being smart. He's reasonable or seems rational in his mentality or his ideals, but I think that people mistake that for some kind of intelligence or extra intelligence. You're not dumb by any stretch. He's a smart enough fella. I don't mean it like that, but yeah.
That's worked out for me. Whatever. All right. So,
There you go. It worked out for him, like you said. Yep.
I was home in New Jersey.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't think I came in that day. I was tired. Yeah, Dave hates you people. You should know. Anyway. Hey, that is only true for 80% of you. Oh, so you ended up almost.
Yeah. Well, it's reciprocated there, Dave.
Then I almost got into a fight with Kurt Metzger live on the Legion of Skanks comedy store.
Oh, wow. A real fight? A real fight with
A real fight, dude.
The Legion of Skanks greatest hits, as told by the Legion of Skanks to the fighter and the kid. That's what this episode is, basically.
I threw a cup of whiskey at Kurt Metzger's big fucking ugly head, and you blocked it.
Yo, I mean, it was cat-like.
Why have you ever
Kurt
seen
Metzger is very cutting in his wit, so I imagine he was slicing and dicing Lewis before he threw that cup. He probably was telling him all kind. I think he told him something about like, "I'll stab you up like your dad was stabbed in the streets" or some crap like that. Something very violent.
And I know the story, and I'm like, no, it was the whole thing. But then when you start telling it, you're like, this sounds really stupid. Man.
Yep.
Like, this was not worth fighting over. Like first, the thing with Jake, we were like, no, but he tweeted the thing.
I was with Schaub. We were in Porsche back in the day when we were still fighting. And this fucking guy, had those.
Brendan Schaub is checked out, yo.
Right now. Let me point this out. They don't. This is the moment. This is it. I just pinpointed why, and it's not even Brendan's fault. It's Brian's fault.
What?
These people will never own a Porsche.
I know.
They hated that you just said that.
Yeah.
They fucking.
I don't about Porsche for a Porsche. He doesn't give a fuck. I drive a Dodge Ram. But the thing about it,
Brendan's an everyman.
he'll drive it every day though. He doesn't keep it there. He'll
Hey, you're not helping.
Sorry,
Yeah, he
sorry.
doesn't. He's like, yo, when this guy inevitably fucks your girlfriend. Hey guys,
Jeez.
don't fucking listen. If you all pooled your money together, you could get a Kia. So don't listen to these guys, all right? Tell you right. You can get a Kia cocaine. Let's party tonight.
Oh.
I might do cocaine on this trip.
Go on now.
trying to fight Brennan. He was driving us down and pulling up next to him. Like just literally trying to fucking like get behind us and tailgating.
Why?
Because I guess Brennan
That is definitely one of those like find the biggest dude and beat him up in prison type of mentalities. That happens a lot when people are drunk at bars. They get very like they like to approach UFC fighters and try to pick a fight with them. Apparently, it's pretty funny. Quite a phenomenon. It's something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon. Chim chim chum chum cha.
he's busting anyway. I'm not gonna bust. He's gonna fucking
Oh shit. When you talk shit, this guy comes.
No.
Right now with hot, salty low.
No me gusta.
shooting wide arcs.
Just ropes all over your face, dude. You're fucked.
Map of Hawaii on your new truck, you fuck.
Your funeral, motherfucker.
Man,
Drowning in cum, dude.
Brian Callen finally
Yeah,
tried to start riffing just because it was about gay stuff. He's like, oh, I get to be homoerotic. Yes. Sensual homoeroticism. Yeah. Oh, Brian Callen, what the heck? Yeah, now I know why I don't watch The Fighter and the Kid. This podcast, even with Legion of Skanks as the guest, is dragging ass.
Well, guys who really know how to fight, no, because they don't need to prove anything. It's guys like me that everyone I need to prove that I'm tough. I'm always a
I'm also a very like tepid fan of UFC. Like I like it, and there's eras of it that I loved it, yeah, for sure. But I don't watch it too much nowadays necessarily. I do when like it's availed to me, like somebody's having a party around a UFC fight or something. That's always cool. But other than that, typically, I wouldn't like necessarily go out of my way. I wouldn't cross the street for it. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I would cross the street. That'd be fine. Although, would I go to one of my neighbors who I don't know very well if they just came over and randomly said I got the UFC fight and da da da? That's a maybe. If there's going to be booze and I could booze up to kind of cut the tension of the social awkwardness, I'd be down. Slam a couple brew shakes.
Well, they
Dude, Lewis is right.
PR for that guy.
Brendan is right. He has humility. He's been nothing but a sweetheart and a nice guy.
Oh man.
This asshole is just bragging about all of his awesome things. No. Let me tell you a story about Brendan, okay? One time he told me he has the biggest dick in America, okay? And I remember he looked me right in the face. And then we'll get done and Brian's like,
These guys love each other so much on stage. They're just like such best friends now, all of these people. This episode should be called Legion of Skanks Go Hollywood. Although, I mean, I give it to Lewis. He tried to keep it real ass. He said like he like let him hit him and insulted him and stuff, I guess, but I don't know. It all seemed like a lot of theatrics. Oh, here we go. So we don't like you for this thing that you've heard before.
fucks their girl. So there's like, fuck this pretty motherfucker. You know, it can't be funny.
I don't have a problem with that.
They start with hate.
But that stuff I get. That stuff I get when they make it personal. That's where it hurts my feelings.
Oh no, for sure. But I'm saying,
You can clown the comedy like I think all does hurt his feelings. But when they come to the family.
yeah, but by the way, hold on. That's fucking awesome that you admit it. It hurts your feelings. It does hurt our feelings, you assholes.
Yeah.
We read the comments. It's gonna be a group hug. You guys line up.
Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub are gonna make these guys have a group hug by the end of it. I swear. It's gonna be, come on, let's hug it out, guys. Hug it, hugs. Hugs, not drugs. I think that's the subtitle to this episode. Hugs, not drugs.
Yeah, such an easy path. Just fighting Mirko Krokop. Yeah. What did you just have? So you just skirted over right. But I had to do open mic. And this guy just missed hello. Brendan Schaub walking through the raindrops again. But you're right, but it's like
These guys are so impressed by these two. It's funny. I mean, it's fine if that's how they, I guess I'm just, like I said, reiterating the same fact over that I'm not overly sad that I missed this live. I might have cut out early during this if I went live. Especially if it was during the Phillies Best. I think that's what the competing thing was at the time that they filmed this. And Phillies Best was fun. Tommy Pope and Brian Six were, I think, amongst my favorites in that. There's a lot of great comedians in that. Man. They're basically just over detailing the thing that, I don't know, that they basically feel about Brendan Schaub, but they're not outright saying it to his face. They're rather pussyfoot around it in a way. Hand fighting. And Jabba.
They go, well, Bill Burr's on there. Sebastian knows that. Sebastian's on there. And then you're following.
By the way, I watched Brendan just give up on saying that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You know, the guy, he's the fella. He, you know. Sebastian Maniscalco. Like it's Homer Simpson trying to say it. It's Sebastian Maniscalco. Hello, Lisa. It's Sebastian Maniscalco. I don't think that's a great Homer, but it's pretty fun to do. I told Sebastian Maniscalco that you played the saxophone, Lisa. Saxophone. John Mayer started doing stand up and then got way more sniz somehow. How the hell did that even happen? He gets to play with Grateful Dead and then go do stand up and just bathe in it. He's like, whittly, whittly, wah. Called him, I'm gonna rock your baddie, baby. And it says your baddie is a wonderland. And to break it down in parentheses.
Which is like a crazy situation. It was like for someone who's never done stand-up before to do.
Oh man, yeah, David Tell's great live. If you haven't seen David Tell live or listened to his old records, he is so funny. He's like a little gremlin of comedy or goblin of comedy. Just, I man. John Mayer was kind of a player. He a guitar player. That's actually it. John Mayer was a guitar player, and he was a soothsayer.
But that's part of the thing. Like the reality is, the seller, which was at the time
Who dog?
the most effective in the world, shouldn't have put John Mayer on. They should have said, you know what, you got to be a comic. That's on them. I'm not saying maybe you should have been in a room with a lot.
Man, they're really going, like I said, a long way to not specifically just tell Brian Callen. I mean, not Brian Callen, excuse me, Brendan Schaub. They're really going a long way not to just tell him to his face. Yeah, no, we don't like that you did a comedy and got a special really quickly. Yeah, no, you guys, come on. Give it up for Big J. That's an easy applause break at SkankFest. No, not 100%. Don't BS him that hard. I know, really, huh? Can't fight fighting and can't fight comedy. You got to be a real ass dude. Why no making you laugh? I know so funny. Now I want to fight you. Because you know I laugh at my jokes, so now we got to fight. Oh man, if Brendan Schaub beats up Kevin Brennan, that'd be pretty funny. Like there's a few people who've physically accosted Kevin Brennan in the comedy world. It'd be fun to add Brendan Schaub to the list. I don't think he's funny. What do you mean? And he just roughhouses him. My impression of Kevin Brennan is derived in a Snagglepuss. Basically, I basically just do Snagglepuss, but make it kind of mean. I don't say even. If you say even, you sound like Snaggle. He can't even do it even. See, it's the same impression, but with the even, it becomes Snagglepuss.
I think I speak for Brian when I say, pick yourself up by the bootstraps. You get in a Lamborghini.
Go on now.
Fuck the hottest chick you want to here in Las Vegas. Or your Ferrari. It's only going to get better from here.
Going in the Lambo. Picking up some lesbos. Oh, thank Christ. You guys crawled across that finish line. Turn down for a moment and let the next podcast in our playlist here, Stand Up on the Spot with Jeremiah Watkins. No. Mark Norman, Tommy Pope, and Brendan Schaub. Now, this I have seen a couple episodes of, and I love the concept. I love stand-up comedy. Jordan Jensen famously messed up her last performance on this show. and simply started doing bits that she already had, preconceived bits as you were, as opposed to improvising bits. Or I guess it's a combination of improvisation and crowd work, kind of. Let's see.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremiah Watkins. I'm your host of Stand Up on the Spot, and this is.
If I had known when and if I had like paid attention, I would have checked this out live. I did like I said, this is a great live podcast to catch.
Who's ready to kick this show off? What do you say, huh?
My cousin Kyle is also pretty snarky, so it'd have been funny to have him in a crowd of a show like this. I'm sure he'd yell out funny suggestions. I heard pina coladas and dildos.
Dude, I got bed bugs ironically in Vegas one time.
I don't know if you can get bed bugs ironically.
Worse than bringing home an STD to your partner. Bed bugs, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. Like, I've had cancer and bed bugs.
Let's see here.
Worse than cancer. Bed bugs.
By the way, I didn't take the time in the earlier thing to say, the playlist I put together for SkankFest is available on the Illegal Amigo YouTube page. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and also check out all the podcasts in the playlist. I think you'll enjoy them. They're all the accumulative podcasts and events and behind the scenes videos from SkankFest. So it's definitely worth a gander if you haven't checked those out. So y'all.
This festival's been insane, dude. I don't even know what a bed bug is, dude, but I just want a bed. That's all I want, dude.
Bed bugs are gnarly. That's all I'm trying to say. What else?
The only time I've ever had fears of bed bugs or bed bug people is when I lived in San Francisco, and yeah, folks had them, and it was creepy and crawly. I don't like being around that. Can make you very paranoid.
And Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce right now. And I kind of wish that she was dating Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Over Travis Kelce, because I just would want to hear his post-game interviews.
Patrick Mahomes.
Like, I played real hard today. I really left a lot out on the field. She sucked my dick really good. That was pretty cool. We went all the way.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dancing in the rain. I don't know. That's a little eclectic there, but I guess you.
What else we got? Want maybe something around here? Hot air balloons. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the kindest woman at SkankFest. Literally, a man back there was like, legalize heroin!
I won't hear you talk about that there, baby. Think of clouds. Clouds, gentle clouds whispering in your ear, Jeremiah. What do they whisper? They whisper hot air balloons.
Open flame, like, and I always, like, when I went up there as a kid and you're floating in the sky and you're seeing the
I've never hot air balloon, but I would love to, I believe. I like helicopters too. Anything that kind of hovers is kind of fun.
You want to go a little bit higher, baby boy?
For those of you who haven't been in a helicopter, it is kind of surreal when you just feel the like there's like a kind of like that nervous stomach turniness you get from like the elevator initiating, like the beginning of an elevator ride. There's an element of that to helicoptering. Let's see. He's gonna bring somebody out. The hot air balloons I like are fake boobs. No. So I call hot air balloons. No.
I saw my once. This guy, oh hell yeah, dude. That's even better than getting molested by an uncle, dude.
Sure.
Willingly looking at ant titties? That's freaking hot, dude.
Jeremiah Watkins, I used to watch his Jeremiah Wonders every now and then too when I'd have a guest I was intrigued at, and I like the format he does for that. It's pretty cool. Definitely worth a watch if you hadn't seen that.
That just take you back to a memory of when your uncle touched you on the face? This dude zoned out. He's like, dude, I don't want to talk about uncles. It's a different situation. I really don't like what's happening right now. Hell yeah. Let's get maybe one last suggestion. What we got? Collector, what else? What was it? Atmosphere model?
Oh,
Dude,
there you go.
that's some real simp energy right there.
Yeah, I hate these broads.
He's like, atmosphere model. You know, we all have atmosphere models in our life. Come on, dude. They don't really, they don't do anything. They don't do any kind of place you or anything like that. They just kind of around. They make you look kind of cool.
Come on, you know. Yeah, I always suspected that somebody I know does that in Asia. There's a person I know that lives in Asia that I believe, because what he tells people he does, I just don't believe it. So if I think if anything they do something akin to atmosphere modeling, and then make pretend that they do something much more interesting. I've heard about that that kind of profession on a few different things. Oh, here we go. Who are they announcing? Oh, Zach Amicus. Heck yeah. But what about Crack Amicus? No. This should be good, actually, though. Zach is a clever boy. Thank goodness for this after that slow fighter and the kid episode, because this is at least laughs and comedy and, you know, jokes. And a game. It's kind of a game too, when you think about it. That's kind of, I think, the charm of a
Let's see how this fucking goes. What do you guys want to talk about?
of a, you know, format like this. Just somebody scream out muff diving.
Ian's up later.
Let's see here.
My grandpa had, somebody said dementia, right? Fucking Rick from now.
Yeah, see, I had a feeling this was going to be a part of the show's being extra funny. Is the people's suggestions being shouted out are very SkankFesty. So, like, they're I mean, I guess the woman said hot air balloons, though. I can't say that. Yeah, so you know, whatever. There's been a range, a spectrum, if you will. He should have been nice to old Ric Flair. How about that for a controversial opinion?
Okay, I really wanted it to go good.
Yeah, I feel you, Zacho Malaco, Zacho Omako,
My thing. It's my thing.
Wacko Zacho. That's pretty good.
Game of Thrones isn't really, they suck my dick.
Yeah,
And you grow up, Ric Flair's like, that's the guy. And then you meet him, and after a minute and a half, you're like, oh shit, he does this all the time?
but
Like, you think he would do it, and then in the back, you're like, hey, nice.
the thing that really happened is comedy isn't for people who want to be the center of attention or whatever. Like, because then when they get made fun of or the thing comes to them and they gotta keep the ball going, they're either not going to be funny or like they're not going to be able to live up to the comedy aspect of it, or they're not gonna, or they're gonna shut down and be like, no, I'm not participating in this. I'm cooler than this. I'm the one who's going to be anti-comedy.
These three women right here, Southwest
Mhm.
flight attendants. Oh yeah. And the lady just goes, none of us work it. None of us do that. One of the ladies she had this fat black lady with him who was so drunk. You remember on Always Sunny when Frank was gonna marry his hooker? So just in the green room, there's this fat black lady. We're part of the flat, baby. And I don't know if you guys watched it, but there's some cuts.
Man, Ric Flair. Man, Ric Flair must party hard, yo.
What happened that you didn't see in the episode is Tony brings up me and Lewis, and we sit behind Ric Flair and Tony in the fucking Statler and Waldorf from the Muppet seat. And I made some innocuous joke, and he goes, "Hey, pal, I'm way funnier than you. Shut up."
Yeah.
And then I went feral.
Yeah. That's problematic, ain't it?
But
Jeez.
the one thing that I really wish was in it, and I want this clip so bad, he got mad at me. So, and I don't know how many of you guys like wrestling. I just cut a Dusty Rhodes promo on him.
Yeah. That's
So
pretty
he started
sweet.
yelling at me. I went, "Ric Flair, you a goddamn yellow dog."
Yeah.
I ain't scared of you, Ric Flair. You bring your horsemen.
Yeah.
Where I see you at Starcade at the Silver Dome.
Starcade.
On the side of the Silver Dollars, Ric Flair. We're bled the same blood and the same mud.
Man, I love me some American Dream though, boy. I would drop this bionic elbow on you, Ric Flair.
And I don't think he remembers any of it. He showed up fucked up, and he left way fucked up. But in his defense,
That
he
does
did
kind
have
of rule.
one baller thing. Because he had just come from a Comic-Con, and people notice he has like a fucking like leather bag. He's got like a little leather carrying bag. I know for a fact there's $20,000 in there. That was his pay from the.
He had a knot, boy. Knot that could choke a goat.
Getting paid in cash. So there was definitely that, and I would assume a gun.
Yeah, boy.
Because wrestlers all used to shoot each other because they're crazy racists.
You tell him.
If you look up Ric Flair, he called Teddy Long the N-word. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Ric Flair's nuts. I'm just saying, though, man, you gotta let Ric Flair flare out, though, boy, or else you don't get the nature boy.
Let's do one more thing. 9/11. Awesome. I like talking about 9/11. You picked the fucking. Okay, I don't want to incriminate another comic.
Man, Tommy Pope and Zach Amico might have the 9/11 bits of the years of the year.
Once, and I was sharing a room.
I see how Zachy boy done.
And we were up all fucking night.
You see how Zachy boy done did it.
In the morning, saw that he had been online for 9 hours, awake, and she texted him, and she's like, "Where the fuck?" Because she thought he was cheating on her. And she said, "Where the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm sitting with Zach. We're sitting in a hotel room, just doing some blow."
Oh man, he gave away who it is with.
What the fuck have you and Zach been talking about by yourselves in a hotel room?
With a CT impression.
He goes, mostly 9/11.
Oh, what a gag.
Jeremiah, come on out here, buddy.
Woo! See, yeah, this would have been a pretty hot show. Zach Amicus was a freakus. Damn straight. Zach might be the dopest fool at SkankFest to some extent. He's a warhorse. That spook show was really good. I'd highly recommend that. I wasn't gonna do that as a video though, because it's like kind of meta. It's a watch along of a watch along. It's a little too much. But I highly recommend watching that. That was a lot of fun. Violent J being violent gay was a little much, I suppose, but everything else was pretty good.
Jeremiah is such Midwestern white trash.
Hmm.
He thinks he meant the color purple.
Ah,
Not the fucking slavery movie. The color purple.
that is pretty funny. I didn't.
What? To who?
That's pretty good that they yelled that out. One of my favorite things ever really is the color ruckus on Boondocks. Animated, one of my favorite animated bits ever is just that whole episode. Well crafted and hilarious. Now that being said, it really is. There's a lot of bits of it that are kind of derivative. It's just like the black version of a Looney Tunes idea, meaning that like Looney Tunes would do a whole episode about like parodying or satirizing a movie, and the Boondocks just do that with the color purple and make it all about ruckus. It's really funny though. Makes me laugh so hard. DC Curry plays Ruckus's dad, and it's a fantastic portrayal of a crazy ass black father.
You ever get into the Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh or any of that? No, I played
A
Blue
Pokemon.
for the Game Boy.
For your
Blue?
Pokemon.
Yeah, the first one, and then did anybody else unlock the thing that then just crashed the game forever?
Huh.
Like Missing O or something? That really taught you a lot as a kid, right? Like that's what you get for fucking looking.
Huh.
No more Pokemon for you.
You crashed the game.
Yeah, that's like the erotic asphyxiation, like the jerking off. Like that was a kid version of that. Like going to the edge, and then like you really want to do this.
Man, I remember there being so many rumors and silly things that kids came up with regarding Pokemon. They tell each other too. You know how there's Mew and like Mewtwo? There's a Mew 4 or 5 too. I don't know why it's Elmer Fudd talking.
Koopas.
Yeah.
Come on, how you gonna do my boy dirty like that, dog?
Foopa Baloopas,
I
baby.
got my Prince Albert put back in yesterday morning. I had to take it out for something, and I went to a piercing shop in
Yowza.
Vegas, and of course I get in, and the girl, I just love her. She's a fat chick covered in tattoos.
Oh, she gets it.
And my dick hid.
Ha ha ha.
I laid down on because I went up to the counter. I was like, "Hey, this is embarrassing, but like, I gotta put my Prince Albert back in, and my dick's too little and my belly's too big."
Ha ha ha.
Like, don't worry about it. I can't get jewelry in my pussy either. And I'm like,
He had the golden ratio.
incredible. Zach Amico, ladies and gentlemen.
Zach Amicus was a freakus getting his deakus filled with piercings. Oh, Brendan Schwaubers. Here we go. This should be interesting. Schwab.
Give it up for Zach, man. That guy's a monster. Give it up for Zach.
Oh, good move. Give it up to the crowd.
Who yelled out Ric Flair? That's hilarious.
That's not what he yelled at.
Did the 80-year-old not do well?
I think he said Ric Flair's dementia was the suggestion.
For 30 years, crash his fucking face into walls and shit. Everyone's like, I thought he'd do better, man. I thought he'd do better. Unreal. I like
Hey, Brendan Schaub got a legit laugh from me.
Hey, Tony, maybe send him a link.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is very mean. This is not what I do. It's like, Oh, you fucked up. Oh, you fucked up. All right, let's kick this off.
All right. I don't want to totally talk over his thing, but
There's so many. There's so many. Give me one over here. Reddit hurts my feelings.
yeah, I read it. I could understand and stay away from that. But then you have something to say about it.
But you know what? At the same time, I get it. I'm not like Ric Flair. I fucking get it.
Ric Flair's thing wasn't that he didn't get it, though. Ric Flair's thing was that he went like, no, I'm not going to make fun of somebody who donates his time to children. Because children are children.
I can't go in there. Like, Gomez would go in there and search through all the shit. I can't hurt my I'm not.
All right, come on now.
I can't do it. It's like the worst shit you ever read in your life. Like, he was just
Come on, bud. Got a little joke.
And there's not a therapist on this fucking planet who can navigate through that. They're all right. It's just online. Just ignore it. I'm like, it's easy, bitch. You're 60. What else we got? Ben Rockwell. It's very hard. What else we got? Say Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Follow me. I told that fight ain't happening. That fight. All these billionaire boys who are bored as fuck. It's the same people that go to the Titanic. They're so fucking bored. Have so much money. So with that, it's like it's not fucking happening.
Poor Brendan Schaub. I feel like he's just rattling off things he knows about the situation until he gets to something that he thinks works.
Calm the fuck down. He's a white belt. What else we got? What he's Austin? Austin's interesting. Austin, listen. It's
keep it weird, Austin. Stay weird, Austin. Get weird, Austin.
It's hot as shit. I like how people leave from LA like, I just can't. It's too much here. Then they go to Austin, and it's like, bro, it's the same homeless problem. There's more liberals here than anywhere. You can't get a cup of coffee without someone with a fucking purple.
I can't even get a taco anymore. That's from one of my favorite songs called Mi Barrio Está Loco by Los Mocosos from La Mission in San Francisco. And they are funny. And they sing a song where they're talking about Mexican neighborhoods like the Mission District getting gentrified, and one of the things the dude complains about is he can't even find a taco anymore. Let's hear these suggestions.
Tyson Fury. Also very similar build to Elon Musk, body-wise.
What?
But has all the skill in the world. He's going to beat the shit out of Francis Ngannou. But either way, Francis gets banged, so I'll take it.
I mean, yeah.
Bradley Martin, 260 though.
Tyson Fury is a scary man. He punches your face so good.
What else we got? UFOs, all that shit's bullshit. Don't believe it. It's just
Man, he's rattling through topics.
That's all that shit is. I like how Mexico's like, let's dip our toe in this. That little bitch ass alien. We were like, made all shitty by Mexicans. You're like, come on, Mexico. You're gonna do.
Well, I tell you, I want to give it up to him for this bit, just because at least he didn't just keep talking about the UFOs and this and that, like being in a one-dimensional way. That I didn't, I did find interesting though, the Mexicans getting involved in the UFO debate. I love the idea of them like introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Mexico, senores y señoras. And then with the president comes up to the podium, and it's Slowpoke Rodriguez, and he's like, "We have the aliens, and they are very creepy and little." I don't like their face.
He's a full-blown poster boy for TV. We love him, but fuck's sakes. He ran into how many fucking ladders for you over the years?
Are they talking about Ric Flair still?
What else we got? One more.
I don't know, catch that.
Chandler Jones, right? They are related. Don and Chandler are related. Little CC in the fucking deep end there, dude. Hell of a player, though.
Yeah, man. I don't think he got it.
Bring out my boy Jeremiah Watkins. Jeremiah, good job.
Yeah, good job. You got the light, boy. Get the heck off there.
Brendan Schaub, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing this show for a hot second. Yeah. When you first started, I was doing this. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's SkankFest, baby.
Does seem like fun, though. I gotta give him that. I love improv games. I used to play them with my little cousin and my sister and stuff. We'd imitate games from Whose Line Is It Anyways and things like that. Find something that's weird around the house, like a frilly pillow, and play the like what is it game, like, you know, where you got to make up different stuff that the object represents and make jokes.
It's not true for everybody. Whoever the meathead in the back's like, yeah, dude, my spurs pop it. Yeah. This girl's like, honey, I thought you said we were good.
Yeah, this other guy's like, dude, I just drank a case of Surge, dude, and we're freaking good, dude.
Man, I wish Serge was still around. It makes it sound like I am longing for a person named Sergio, but I mean the soda.
Okay. Let's grab some suggestions for Brendan and I to take and see what we can do with them.
Tupac. I like everyone's like, oh, they fucking solved the murder. It's like, did they? Oh, really? Pepper gets shot 20 years ago. I don't give a fuck. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, he's still dead.
Yeah. That does nothing for me.
Yeah.
Find Jimmy Hoffa for God's sake.
It would be more earth-shaking to me if they
I want to say they did
found
that,
out,
didn't they? Didn't they
the
find
gas
Jimmy
he
Hoffa? I could be wrong on that.
on making a murder.
But then again, who knows who finds what? Even if they said they did, who knows if it's true? Ain't nobody doing the investigation to really know whether or not. Let me see them bones.
My favorite is Brendan Dassey. He said his name was Brendan. For a while, he's the most trending Brendan. He's the biggest dumbass in the world. Remember?
You're like, you're giving Brendan's a bad name.
Oh, is he talking about Brendan Sagalow? No. Sag Daddy the Gold?
Yeah. They're like, how do both of these guys have CT and one of them has never fought?
I wonder if I'm correct. Oh no, never mind. They're not talking about Sag Daddy.
Yeah, no, you're never going back. You're not going there. That's not happening. Yeah. Apparently he did it though. Some more stuff about that. Really? Yeah.
I'll be watching that season for sure. I mean, yeah, that's if he really did, dude. That's like a real Lenny of mice and men kind of situation. Then if he did it, if he's like, I just threw toes in the fire because I thought it was a good time.
Really though.
Let's grab another suggestion.
Oh, come on, get Schwab off the stage, man.
Skinny. Okay.
His are skinnier than mine though, right? He looks like Pumpkin Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas. Bitches are painted on, but I dig it, dude. Thanks, apparently dude. It's out. Apparently
That's the
I don't know. I'm not wearing the bag.
that's the LA version of roasting each other, is being like, that hat you're wearing is crazy. Oh, but I dig it, man. You rocking it. You rocking it.
Big guy? No.
You look like the biggest boy running around.
Jinko's on the Malinkos. Jinko Malinkos. There it goes.
Big J and some Jinkos.
Jinko Malinkos. Oh, hey, yeah, the Great Malenko. Isn't that the ICP album? It's apropos of this.
Let's grab one more suggestion. Boardwalk and tonsil stones? What
Wait.
is a tonsil stone?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what gives you tonsillitis.
It's like when you get callus on your tonsils. What, you've never thickened up
That's
your
why I put my
tonsils
stones up
before?
on your tonsils, girl. Put these stones up on your
What
tonsils.
what is a tonsil stone?
Just like
Well, I'm not answering now.
any of the other glandular stones.
That's a different thing. Have you ever heard of tonsil stones before? I think that's a thing. Okay. Oh, your tonsils get like food caught in, they just get inflamed? And they don't wash it off.
Gross.
Oh,
It sounds like
bacteria?
the little brainy things you cough up that stink. Tonsil stones.
This is the worst Scooby-Doo.
Tonsillitis. Tonsillitis for your mitis. Dermatitis.
They knew their shit down here though. She's like, what happened to tonsil?
My friend's brother's name's Titus.
Sometimes hard is calluses on the. They actually sell it. It is a real thing. So the thing is guys, here we go for Brendan Schaub.
Schwab. Get off the stage. All right. Thank God. Okay. Well,
How we doing out there, huh,
it
guys?
should be drawing to a close after one or two more people. But that being said, I gotta say, I am very. Oh, yeah, Monique's. She's gonna be good at this. I feel as though missing out on Brendan Schwab at SkankFest was completely a zero-sum gain or whatever. Maybe, or what's the other term I'm looking for? Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's a little more like I'm maybe better off having missed Brendan Schwab things. Except for this, I would have liked to see this show, but the fighter and the kid I could have done without.
They know who I am.
I feel like I might have caught this Yamanika performance walking in and out of a place. I might have saw this because I caught her twice, I think.
I heard Patrice.
Whoop
So
whoop.
this is not even going to be a joke, actually, because this is something that I want to address. Because 20 more white people came in. Good.
That's just what this place needs. More whiteys, more crackers, more honker donks. Honky donkey. Ooh. Of course, this is easy for you to say. The other guy's dead.
I know, like, when you don't get your stuff enough. Who said that? You don't get your fix up enough?
She's sitting out in 20 years. That's pretty fun.
I don't even know. Should I finish this story? It's like it's crazy.
Shit be crazy in these streets, y'all. Shit be crazy.
I don't know why I put that before you guys. You guys are the worst. We ain't that bad in the writer's strike yet.
Yamanika. Yamanika is a freaka,
But no,
deeka,
Patrice
chica.
was like a brother to me. So
Puerto Rica.
Right after that podcast,
She ain't that.
like
She black as hell, boy.
and he's like one of the sweetest
She black
guys
hair.
you will ever meet. And one of the things that I appreciate about him, which a lot of you guys probably don't, he always told me to just speak my mind and never back down. So I don't do that. So that is what I credit to Patrice O'Neal.
Aw. Okay, man, whatever. Do jokes on this next one, Yami, because you're funny. But, yeah.
Because I know y'all don't know what the fuck to say to no black woman, okay? What? Okay, Cosby, who? What is that? I don't know what the fuck that is. It's what?
Jeez. Yeah, she's setting herself up. Mm-hmm. That Yamanika is a loud lady. That's another thing that was great about SkankFest is there was just this organic diversity there. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was predominantly white, but I think anything is predominantly white when it's diverse. You know, our country is predominantly white. That's just how it is.
Never seen no white people put together herbs and spices like that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about 9/11. That shit's nuts. But I will talk about Cosby.
Okay, here we go. Here's some fun.
You sound like you wanted to drink of the Cosby juice. I ain't never heard somebody say yay after Cosby. Listen, Cosby.
William Jefferson Cosby. I don't know if his middle name. I wonder what his middle name is. I bet you he has one.
My problem is, how come when shit like that get done, they don't ever come to somebody like me? You understand what I'm saying? Because if you try to me, I definitely will you back.
Even when she's passed out on Spanish Fly, she's gonna throw that back.
Just me into the show. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be Denise's dark-skinned friend. I don't give a fuck. They didn't have no fat bitches on the Cosby Show. Y'all so busy worried about being doctors and lawyers. Where was the fat bitches at? That's what I need.
You know, I hadn't realized that this was censored until Yamanika came out. I guess that's
I want a suggestion from a girl.
maybe ironic.
Oh, God. The one time, Lord, I try to make women positive. You send this.
Oops.
Did you say free the nipple? What did you say? Can I get a girl that's not a goofy bitch?
Not at Skankfest, girl. You asking the world.
Okay. So
I like when Miss Pat talked about how Yamanika let the whole thing hang out like a deer. She got that deer back.
I didn't even know you were still doing mullets in here. If I see anybody here with a mullet tonight, I'm definitely whipping your ass on sight. It's 2023. Get rid of this hillbilly shit. Don't nobody want to see it.
What about my Confederate flag, Yamanika? You don't like it on the back of my mullet shaved into the side of my head? I think pretty intricate shave work to get a Confederate flag. That's a lot of stars and shit to get even. A lot of angles.
Oh, they them. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. With the they them, the pronoun. Okay, I see what you. Okay, this picture.
Oh, Yamanika about to get hyphy, yo. Yeah, Yamanika about to get hyphy.
Like, came from a different time with the they them shit.
Mm-hmm.
Generation X, we don't give a fuck about they them. That's them boomers. They give a fuck. Because boomers is old and they don't want nothing to change. So if you start putting shit in their head,
changes. Flies strange.
This is the thing. We didn't give a fuck about anything. Because they told us it wasn't gonna be no social security for us when we turned 75. Remember that? Remember when you was 12, we turned to the TV, they said you're not gonna get $75 a week. When you turned 65, we was like, fuck this place, let it burn. So we don't care about your fucking pronouns. I will call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. Get you the fuck out my face.
Oh, that was still progressive, Yam. Way to go.
I'm done with you. Get out of here.
It.
I don't give a fuck at all. But also, let me take the time to say this. While I will respect what you want me to fucking call you, please look like what the fuck you want me to call you. Okay? For real. Like, you don't be saying you want to be cheated, the balls is poking through your dress. You got a 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know what the fuck is happening here.
Man, Yam, you dropping bombs, girl. Bombs of knowledge, girl.
All right, let's bring Jeremiah back out.
Jeremiah. Getting with it. I think there was maybe with Jordan Jensen, Mark Normand, maybe Ian Fidance on this. I can't remember, but that's close to around it.
Birkenstocks are the ultimate white person sandal. They're like that leather, right?
They're
Leather with
strappy.
the extra. It looks like cork.
Very strappy.
Yeah. A lot of people from Portland wear them.
Okay.
If you have Birkenstocks, it comes with a Subaru.
Her.
They go kind of hand in hand.
I don't know this much detail about them, and I've seen them everywhere. Normally,
Keira Knightley gets it nightly. Driving in the Subaru.
They're outside nerds. They're not domesticated nerds. They're outside nerds. they're straight.
Man, Jeremiah's hyped.
Just running around, rock climbing.
Who said that? I want to give her a round of applause. Who said that? You guys have low self-esteem. You don't even want to claim that you're a laugh. Bro.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, Monica went really white crowd with it. Fucking A, bro.
Lizzo, R. Kelly, Holocaust.
Listen,
Core values.
I'm gonna say, let's just do Lizzo and let's do Taylor Swift. Right? I heard Taylor here and Lizzo there, right? They want the black fat woman's experience about other black fat women. Like, how many people got Lizzo before the fuck I got up here?
Huh.
And how many people thought this was actually Lizzo when she got up here?
Huh. As cold as ice. Finally, somebody got a good dig in. Oh, that money ain't funny, dog. That money keep you laughing all the way to the midnight. All midnight.
Taylor Swift, I mean, she's on another level right now.
Shout out to the Swifties. Hey, Swifties. Keep it nifties.
I ain't supposed to say nothing I ever said, but and I said a lot about the shit he just. How many Swifties first of all?
There's three. I am a Swiftie.
Nah.
A Swiftie for life.
This is what I'm going to address.
Is there a term like Swiftie mania or something? I'm trying to think. I don't know if there is, but the Swiftie X. What you gonna do when Swiftie mania runs out on you, brother? Man, they really dying over that.
That nigga gay as hell.
Oh, that's funny. They were bleeping stuff on her thing earlier. Don't you say nothing about Joe DeRosa. He ain't a poser. A squeezer hoser.
Let's grab one last suggestion.
Whoa.
Was this Crisco?
Hold on.
My wrist glow like it's covered in some Crisco.
Let me tell you, first of all, I love you. You guys are amazing crowd. Amazing. This is foolish. Now, I know good and fucking well he asked about Crisco because I'm black.
I don't know about that.
I want to know
Fat
what
probably
your
more than black.
experience was with Crisco. Okay. What? Oh, wait, I'm asking it. Ask me.
I'm getting hyped though. I might have to go get a spoonful of Crisco and eat it. My wrist glow like it's covered in some Crisco. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that. That was me getting a good old cracking release out of my neck. Yamanika, you done did it, girl. I find you more enjoyable than Lizzo. I know I'm not the majority in that. Oh, here we go. Oh, what? Okay. Wait, did you say two comedians? Okay. I really, really loved Rachel Feinstein when she was on Disgusting Hawk, the Jessica Kirson vehicle that was formerly on Gas Digital. She used to play a cantankerous old Jewish lady that I find very funny. That is to say, Rachel Feinstein did.
Dumb it down for me. Or I know I'm dressed like a district attorney and I seem like I'm in charge, but I'm just a fucking mom with a dumb Bud Light in her hands. All right, let's go to a caller. Oh my God, that was so alarming. Did you say? I don't even know where to put this.
Let's go to the phones.
Did you say controlling the weather? Is that what he said? Oh, he's talking about Jews. Yeah, well, we do. The answer is yes to that. Yeah.
Jooze.
And we control the weather and the media. And somebody also asked me whether if there was like a section in the Torah where Jews control the interest rate.
I wonder if there was a segment of white trash Jewish people that really enjoyed the drink Jooze because of its name resembling their heritage. Yeah, really. I don't want to say it a second time.
Okay. OnlyFans. All right, settle the fuck down. All right.
Tell them.
OnlyFans. I did a roast on OnlyFans. Oh, I don't know.
That is interesting that OnlyFans took up the roast as of recent. I think there's a handful of them now. At the very least, there's a Whitney Cummings and a Burt Kreischer one. I think she's doing a bit. I think I've seen her do this somewhere else. Maybe she doesn't get that she's not supposed to do bits.
There's a profound sadness to the porn I watched. Very quick. You guys just got so sad too.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the collective filth you guys all consume. Do you have any other questions?
Good point.
Poppy, do you want to explain on that? Expand on that? I don't know. The weirdest thing about you guys is that you scream shit out and then get like really afraid. Okay, you guys really don't care for the Jews, do you? That's all you see up here. It's just like the letter J.
Anti-Semites all over the place.
I know very little. You can tell me more. That's all you guys think I know about is being a Jew? I'm not even religious. Fuck all of you. It's just like green.
Oh, secular Jewish person. That's unusual.
Thank you. That was so wholesome. Motherhood. I have a toddler now, so she's at that age where she just like empties out every room. Like she'll just turn out a room like she's looking for coke. Like she has 24 hours to leave the country before a drug dealer.
This sounds like a bit. I don't know. Maybe she's, like I said, I think she might be messing up doing bits.
She can just tell I'm doing like an impression of an adult. Like she just looks at me like, I've seen your hand job jokes on YouTube. You're not in charge here.
Mm-hmm.
She fully dismisses me, my daughter. She looks at me like I actually leaned over her.
Man, I'll tell you that is rough though. Dealing with your children in a way that you know that you have like zero control. At the end of the day, you have to like restrain them and fiercely just to get any kind of sensibility out of them. And even then, you gotta look really bad in public doing something like that. Catching a kid in a rear naked choke.
What else, you guys? What'd you say? Relapse, Uber. Oh, what? Being a real ass? You know what? Fuck you. All right.
He said being real ass.
I'm gonna answer that question. Because I like to see wild alcoholics, just throbbing alcoholics. Because I zoom past every red flag. Oh, we got a lot of them here. That's my type. Working class.
Oh, I thought
That's what I like.
yeah, she's married to a fireman, isn't she, or something like that? I can't remember. That might not be her.
I wonder, like, I have so many questions about this crowd. Like, everybody I zoom past. I'm like, what's the rest of his life like? I asked Rosa. I think he was like, they work in IT, most of them, actually.
Joe DeRosa.
You guys have some sort of, like, ubiquitous jobs. Where at the end of the day, you just have to, it has to be blowing hookers after 5. Because you're going to fucking lose it. Like, you deserve a tremendous amount of pussy because you work so hard until 4 p.m. And that's what, and I'd like to announce that that's what I'm giving out.
Go SkankFest.
Everybody, for your country. We're just going to be passing out ass after this. Anybody else have any questions?
I'll tell you, man. SkankFest is a very great way to blow off some steam. I'll tell you.
Wait, what was? Wait, so you first. Oh, Cougars. And you said your mom. What was the other one? TikTok. You know, like here's the thing.
I wonder if they were being literal about your mom, or they just wanted her to do her old lady impression.
I just like I feel like I can barely get dressed. I try to dress like whatever I think like an Asian teenager will dress like in Brooklyn. That's my goal every morning. Like I have no idea what's going on. Like I have to. My parents are a little worse. Like my mom, like I tried to explain to her that I had done something.
Hey, she ended up doing her mom as a.
Because we tried to view your Netflix program. I'm like, first of all, do you know how exhausting that just was to listen to? Like, but it turned
I do like when Chip Chipperson says program. I try to watch your program, but I was distracted because I had an itch and I had to use marmalade to scratch it.
What steps? My mom actually said this to me. She goes, we mailed the DVD to Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck did Netflix receive at headquarters from my parents? I think they mailed back like Shawshank Redemption or something.
That is funny that Netflix used to be a DVD service. It's just kind of mind-boggling when you think about the advancements in that regard.
I'm open to anything. It's the same as God. I'm like, whatever. I'm tired. Fine, sure. Why not? I mean, they can come. The end of the world is near. I'll tell you that. It's not good. I'm dead-eyed pushing a swing in the park.
Yeah, people really are hyped on aliens. They're interdimensional beings.
All right, come back here, Jeremiah. They're lighting me.
Uh-huh.
You are on my dick. And I just don't feel safe here. One more time for Rachel Feinstein.
Okay. I think the last in is Marky Mark Normand or Jordan V. Jensen, but I don't recall. Now I'm like, feel like I might have got my noodles scrambled on who was or wasn't on this show. Excuse me.
You know what? Fuck off. Really. Because that was the beer that was backstage. Do you want to say something else about the juice?
Yeah, let's get more anti-Semitic suggestions from the crowd. You're one of those sneaky ones, Jeremiah.
Fried chicken, really? Really?
Gomer Pyle.
Watermelon?
These people are so racist.
Huh.
did you try alcohol before you were?
Yeah, obviously. Nothing was okay in my life. There's a reason I'm
Yeah, I'll tell you. That's one great thing about being on Fremont Street is it seems like it's so adult oriented that there's like the idea that somebody would bring their kids there, like you're a bad parent or you're like at a place. Nobody would ever take the time for something like that in Old Vegas. I think when you're in New Vegas, you gotta deal with little kids running around circus, or even Caesars and different, um, even the casino floors. I mean, it's wild that people's kids will mob through that. But I get it, man. If you're a kid in Vegas, what else are you gonna do?
I would just go to Dick Sister's shows to just stare at him, just real unstable. Just my head was just rolling around. Like, I'll have him at the end of the night. He'll be inside me, and all will be well.
Man, Rachel Feinstein.
Right after I moved to New York with him, and I wasn't expecting the job. Usually, you could feel it.
Like I feel like her head bobbles like funnily when she talks, like she's doing the bobblehead dance while she talks. Mhm. Mhm. That jar of filter fish won't shut up. Oh man, really, Jeremiah? Just didn't get another suggestion from the crowd? Mephisto. Is that Georgia? I believe it is. Could be wrong. Can they though? They're at SkankFest. Come on. Mhm. Oop.
I've never had somebody be protective of it. No one's ever like put their hand on my lower back and like, did you get there? I'm like, it's my fucking wedding. Fuck you.
Get out of here, Rachel. Go on now. Mhm. Yeah. Whatever's not fire, he could give a crap about. Yeah, I was right. So her husband is a fireman. I remember hearing that before. Ladder 14, dog. Mhm. Bitcoin house is pretty funny. The firemen got in early on the crypto. That's actually kind of nice to hear that somebody, a working man like that, would get a break for once. All right, let's get this last comic out. Skibbity bibbity bump. Yeah, yeah, there's something that sounds like really creepo about that.
Let's have one last suggestion. Donald Trump.
What was the last one?
Well, Donald Trump, disappointment was up there, and what was it?
And I'll disappoint you even further. Still can't believe that keeps coming up. I gotta stop bringing it up. I'm the only one bringing it up in any iteration, I suppose. Oh yeah, she's finally leaving. Hooray! Nah, I'm just being mean. She's funny. Oh, Sam Talent. I don't know why I thought the last person was gonna be Mark Norman. Yeah, Sam Talent's funny. This should be good. I didn't see him do stand up. I seen him on a couple of podcasts, so this should be cool. Sam is the man. Haha. He's so talented. Mira.
One charismatic leader taking a chance on facial hair. Oh, that guy was vaguely black, and he's leaving.
Haha.
What have you created here? A monster. Yes. We're gonna grab a couple suggestions.
Oh,
That's how I want to.
that's interesting. They brought him up to do the double teamer off top.
All over the inside of that little
I wonder if the person who said T-shirt cannon was thinking of the
stuck in the world ceiling.
getting Big Jade. You know that. Foomp. You know. For those of you who are Bonfire fans, you should recognize that. For those of you who aren't, you're probably quite confused or think I have gone quite mad or had a stroke. But yeah, getting Big Jade is followed by a sound effect of a T-shirt cannon going off. So I wonder if the person in the crowd had that in mind.
Dog shorts or shirts, they were great. Also,
Big dog.
remember that? Nope. Great hosting so far. All right.
Uh-huh.
I was a husky kid. I wore husky. I was shaped and built like a husky. I had
Uh-huh.
kind of a bowl on the ground
Mhm.
because I broke every chair that my parents bought for the kitchen.
Jeez, that's husky.
I'm trying to fucking steal valor right now.
Funny, he thought Big Dog shirts was about being fat or Big Johnson.
You're fucking code switching.
Mm. Oh, Sam Talent, you're so funny.
I'm sorry, maybe you were fat. I couldn't care less. I'm currently fat. No one.
I feel fat too, Sam Talent.
Formerly fat guy than a currently fat guy. So save your story, Slim Jim.
Sam Talent getting his haircut at the Stuff Island podcast was pretty wild. Haircuts are traditionally like a no-no on like radio and shows and things like that because I mean they do it, but what it is that it's like bad radio because a lot of noise and people tend to not talk and just watch the haircut take place. And that kind of happened at the Stuff Island taping, but I feel like that there was enough interaction between the people that it kept the ball juggling. Yeah, excuse me, kept the ball juggling while they had the podcast going, so it kept on. It worked pretty good. It was funny though. It was definitely one of those things that could have went south, but everybody was really funny. Sam Talent, especially, as you may notice.
In the underbosom of the woman with the heaviest of all,
Mhm.
Inner thigh. Yes, your fucking inner thigh looks like a twisted bullet.
Jeez.
But guess what? No one's trying to yank it or lick it. No.
Pulling pill candies were very fun until you realize it was like this waxy crap of a candy. Tastes like cherry cough syrup and wax.
Did you invent Chevron? I was fat for a week. I like you, but that was you showed your ass on that one.
Oh, you chub rubbed hard.
Let's grab one more suggestion.
I hope this ends soon. Jeez, come on, fellas. So one more
Yeah, I have a
suggestion, but
compression sock on. All right. You know why? Because I got tired of getting so much pussy on the airplane. So couldn't do fucking.
he just wears a single compression sock on his
When I'm
junk.
struggling, then you can chant my name,
Mhm.
and then we can go round up whichever marginalized group you're mad about. All right.
Yeah.
Round them up and say thank you. All right. Thank you for being a part of the American tapestry that enriches our country.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I have a compression sock because I had stapes dermatitis from a football injury. I am not the only person who also could have pretended to play for the CU Buffaloes on this show. All right. Dominica, yeah, just keep yelling slurs.
Yamanika. She's a freaka. She's a chica. And she's a chica.
Did you invent video games? Yours?
Come on, nerds. Wrap it up.
Oh, this is perfect. This is I know I'm killing, but that's not what I'm upset about.
Huh.
Possible you were fat. I have none of the trappings of a formerly fat guy. Confidence and cheekbones. I don't care. Dude, all right? Okay, to give you an example. Don't touch me.
If you used to be fat, don't touch me.
To give you an example. Don't steal my essence, vampire man, all right? I touch you, I'm like, oh, is that rain? Yeah. Float up like a fucking pulled the ripcord on a human balloon, yeah.
Okay, to give you an example, this is the last thing I'll say. Before, when I was fat, my nose was normal size, and then I lost the weight, nose came out. So I had so much fat that it balanced the nose better.
Wow, where's your parade?
Yeah, Jeremiah, you buried yourself with that one. All right, folks, I think this might be wrapping up, so I'm going to encourage you to watch the rest of the playlist, to subscribe, comment, like, and yeah, just generally hope you've enjoyed SkankFest Revisited. And also check out the Mondo Phonics YouTube channel. Check out the Illegal Amigo on X and Illegal Amigo Productions on Instagram. Yeah, and also follow the Stand Up on the Spot podcast, as well as The Fighter and the Kid. If you like Brendan Schaub, I mean, I didn't care for it very much. I wouldn't recommend that one as much now that I said it out loud. But at any rate, over and out, and keep on keeping on.